Sounding exquisite.
Oh shit, we back again. What's up, what's happening? Come to the party and bring a friend. Fuck it, I'm bringing 10. Ooh, trying to chat a 10. Big boy trying to chat a 10. She said I was catchy. I said, yo, tap him in.
Touchdown!
Double cup, wow, I stuck smile when I puff loud. I touch clouds, catching touchdowns in my mind now, cause I'm zoned out. On a porch couch in the cloud. 2 coughs and I'm back now. 2 coughs and I'm packed out. Somebody give me a drink before I gotta sit down. I'm making hits now with a smooth style.
Oh yeah, what's up everybody? It's your boy Riley Puddin Peters coming to you live with the Dr. Preston Rowe. This is the Trash Talk Tailgate. Smack my mic. Too excited. Boom, smack my mic. Speaking of too excited, Jaden Daniels is out for a week and I'm not excited at all.
No.
Jaden, I mean, this is the first news. We got to get to it off, man. We had a great slate of NFL games. Obviously, it led off with the Commanders-Packers game. We reviewed that game and the results of that game on our Friday stream, actually.
Yeah.
I was going to say the Sunday stream, but not. No, the Friday stream.
Yeah.
So go check that out, the TTT prediction stream. We're going to have another one of those Friday at 7:30. Always check it out. With that being said, as always, Jaden Daniels playing the Packers. He kind of got hurt. It wasn't much of a big deal. It kind of went through, but apparently it's enough that they're going to sit him for at least a week as the Commanders go and play the Raiders. I mean, I guess it's Marcus Mariota's fucking time to shine, dude. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, we're down Austin Eckler. Also, Austin Eckler and Demetrius Wise, both of them ruled out for the rest of the season. Very sucky. Both of those players, that sucks. Wise is a very important part of our defensive line. He's like one of the pieces that we kind of brought in to help make sure really that we have consistent depth at the end position, at the edge position. And then Austin Eckler, dude, I can't talk enough about Eck. He's one of my favorite pieces that we got in the new Dan Quinn era, obviously coming in last year from the Chargers. And losing him, we just lose our receiving back. I mean, Jackery Croskett-Marriott, a.k.a. Bill, is so far showing to be a relatively explosive back. I mean, the Packers held him in check, but I think they'll do that to everybody.
They're a really good defense. We talked about that already.
Yeah, no, they're very good defense. And so, but he's looking like an all right back, but he's not the receiving back that Eckler is. I mean, Eckler's a monster at catching out of the backfield. It's one of the things that really made us dangerous. I mean, the man converted a 3rd and 22, like a 3rd and 15 already this season, catching it on dunks out of the backfield and just running it. So losing him's rough. I know we got to figure out that, but now we're without Gumby himself, Jaden Daniels, down for at least a week.
It seems more like it's precautionary than anything because they play the Raiders, right?
Yep.
And they don't want Max Crosby to fuck up his knee anymore. So
yeah, they're trying to avoid max damage. That's he doesn't. They don't want to take max damage. That's for sure on a knee that's already been a little suspect.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the big news off the top. Obviously, we had already covered the Commanders-Packers game, so we weren't really going to talk about that. So we got to talk about that off the top to get to the main meat of this meeting. And that is to talk about week 2 of the NFL. And it, as always, does not let us down. We had so many one score. I mean, it's every week you're going to have these close games. And I felt like this year we've had some bangers, some down to the wire bangers. And this week is no other, no different, no other. Let's look at the slate here. Just some of the games, some of the score lines. And first one, the Jaguars versus the Bengals. Sunshine versus the Shiest. The rematch, national championship rematch. But
well, it was for about 5 minutes.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Obviously,
Yeah.
the big news is the Joe Burrow injury. It's looking like a toe, or it is a toe. They confirmed it was a toe, and they confirmed. Well, I
He
think,
needs surgery.
yeah, okay, they did confirm that. Yeah. I was about to say, I can't remember if they confirmed the surgery. So he's out for at least 3 months. That puts him at mid-December if everything goes perfect.
If everything goes well. And I know Bengals fans obviously are incredibly distraught. Just I've got some stats on that, but we'll talk about that later. It's just first of all, unless Jake Browning plays a lot better than he did on Sunday,
Mm-hmm.
the Bengals season is most likely done.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like the Aaron Rodgers thing 2 years ago. When remember all the reports where, oh, he's going to come back. He's going to come back like at the end of December. It's like there's no point because they were out of the playoff hunt.
Yeah.
There's no point in potentially re-aggravating that injury. So I don't, unless the Bengals shock me and go on like a kind of miraculous run with their backup quarterback, I think we're not going to see Joe Burrow again until next year.
Yeah.
Which is really sad because he's coming off the best season of his career.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, led the league in passing, an absolute monster. Obviously, they got one of the best receiving cores. Do you give any merit to the talks about them trying to trade for Jameis?
I think that would be good on them. And they signed Mike White, who I'm not a huge fan of. I know they're going to try to roll with Jake Browning, but I think Jameis on that offense would be a lot of fun. He turned the ball over a lot, but he'd also put up ridiculous numbers with Jamar Chase.
I was about to say,
Higgins.
We say that, but now that I think about it, he's throwing crazy ones to Jamar and T. And I think with that wide receiving core, maybe he throws less interceptions.
Maybe.
I mean, he had Mike Evans the one you hate.
Yeah, he had Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. And so it's, I don't know. I do have some very sad, not so fun facts for Bengals fans, though, and just the Bengals organization as a whole.
Okay.
So, Riley, first of all, this is Joe Burrow's 6th year in the league. This is now his 3rd season-ending injury. So that means every 2 years he gets hurt and he's out for the year. Isn't that crazy?
One every 2 years.
So he's also there are 2 quarterback stats that we keep track of in terms of hits. There's sacks and there's quarterback hits, obviously. And Joe Burrow, since he's entered the league, the Bengals let him get hit on average 6.7 times a game, which is 3rd most in NFL history behind Andrew Luck and Deshaun Watson. This is not a list you want to be on.
Nah, especially not at a massage parlor. Keep going.
Now, and I think this is the most damning stat that I think I've ever said. So, Riley, you remember, as much as I don't like Andrew Luck, the Colts did nothing to help that man.
Yeah.
They let him get battered and abused with a horrible offensive line that they never tried to rectify. They never tried to fix it. And they let him get killed back there. And it led to him having so many injuries that he had to retire early. Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So through 71 games, Joe Burrow, Andrew Luck, through 71 games of their career, Andrew Luck, he was sacked 157 times in 71 games.
That's crazy.
Do you know how many times Joe Burrow has been sacked in 71 games?
Give it to me.
201.
Oh, goddamn. Yeah, no, that is insane. That's a lot of time. That's a lot of time eating dirt, dude. That's a lot of time eating dirt.
They need to protect him. And it's malpractice. It is organizational malpractice. Like, I don't understand why you wouldn't protect your franchise quarterback.
They didn't go get offensive linemen. They went and got guys to stand at the gate to make sure you get in all right. Like, keep coming in. Come on. Everybody, come on, get in here.
They went and tried to get a guy who wasn't a good football player in college, and all of a sudden they're expecting him to be a star football player in the NFL, because that always works out great. But they don't protect him.
Yeah.
They could have drafted Josh Simmons. And Josh Simmons, despite the Chiefs being 0-2, he's looked really good at left tackle for them.
Yeah.
They could have got Josh Connerly Jr.
Yeah.
You know, they could have gotten any number of offensive linemen in the last few years to try and keep Joe Burrow upright. And at this point, I know Bengals fans don't want to hear it, but if I'm Joe Burrow, I'm requesting a trade, because fuck this shitty organization.
Yeah, they really are. I mean, they're just feeding them to the cows. And if you think about all of the great offensive linemen that have been drafted in the past few years, and yeah, dude, all the picks that the Bengals had and what they got with those picks, and you're like, oh, no investment in the offensive line, dude. We damn every team that does this, dude. We damn the Bears for this. There's so many. This is the worst way to build a team. You invested millions, hundreds of millions of dollars into a quarterback and 2 wide receivers, which are all great players, and I understand and respect it. But then you don't give it any help anywhere, and I mean anywhere. We're talking about Joe Burrow getting hit a lot, and obviously they have not done much to invest in the offensive line, but at the same time, they also haven't invested in the defense. It's like they got one great player in Trey Hendrickson, and they almost let him go.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. So, like you're saying, dude, Joe Burrow is playing football by himself, almost. It's him, Jamar, and T, and they're just out there slinging it. And I think, you go.
The last good offensive line he had was his last year at LSU. He broke every single NCAA passing record. He won the Heisman Trophy. He went into Nick Saban's place in Tuscaloosa and got out with a win, and he won a national championship.
Yeah.
Like that is the caliber of quarterback you have, and you're just wasting it. I don't even think wasting is the right word.
Like, I don't know. I feel like what's worse than wasting? That's truly it. What is worse than wasting?
Actively sabotaging him. You're getting him hurt. Like you're going to end his career all because you're too incompetent to build just even a mediocre offensive line.
Offensive line.
Just build.
I think one of my favorite memes from this whole thing is one that said there's 100 million obese men in America, and the Bengals can't 5-5 to keep Joe Burrow standing. And that's just so true.
It is so true. I mean, Riley, go shit. I know you'd go protect him.
Yeah, dude. Let me get that Joe Burrow protection money. I'd do it.
Yeah.
I'll be a center. But with all this being said, the Bengals did squeak out a 31-27 win against the Jags.
They tried their damnedest to blow it, though.
I mean, I feel like they were in a blow off. It was Jake Browning versus Brian Thomas Jr. And Brian Thomas Jr. He won the blow off. I mean, listen, dude. You want to talk about having a case of the drops? That dude had a whole 8-pack. Because he was targeted 12 times and only got 4 catches. And
sad.
At least 5 of them are true drops. Like true drops. And then, the other 3 we can talk about. But 5 of them, they hit him in the hands. 2 of them were touchdowns. And not like, oh, he could have done it. Like fucking touchdowns. So I don't know, man. It's the Bengals rallying around a hurt Joe Burrow and Jake Browning doing his best. I'm trying not to fuck it up. It worked for him, man. They got out of there with a close win, and Jake Browning even got to ice it off by jumping over the offensive line for a 1-yard touchdown.
You talked about the obese meme. I did see another meme that was going around, and it hurt me so much because obviously the Bengals, they've struggled in the opening weeks every year since Joe Burrow's been there. This is the first time they've started 2-0, and I think like at least a decade. And the meme is the Bengals finally got to 2-0, but what did it cost them?
At what cost?
At what cost?
What dirty magic did you have to do what sacrifice did you? Apparently they had to sacrifice Joe Burrow's toe to go 2-0.
Mm-hmm.
We call it toe and 0. It's not 2-0, it's toe and 0.
I blame Jack Lee with his fucking bullshit voodoo magic.
It only works for the Bills. It actually only works for Josh Allen.
And apparently Roquan Smith.
Fair. All right. Moving on. We have another game that came down to the absolute wire, and that is the Cowboys versus the Giants.
This game was ridiculous and so much fun for no reason at all.
Dude, it was really the fourth quarter. I gotta be honest. 3 quarters of this game fucking sucked. I mean, honestly, 4 quarters of this game fucking sucked because the overtime sucked too.
Yeah.
It was just the fourth quarter, dude. Why was the fourth quarter so fucking entertaining? It was crazy.
You're telling me you weren't like so entertained when James Hudson, the Giants' backup left tackle, got 4 straight penalties on a drive and also gave up a sack?
I mean, listen, I'm not saying I wasn't entertained, but that does suck. That's not.
It does suck.
Let's watch. Let's watch him.
And then he tried to yell and fight his coaches. Like, what are you doing, dog?
Jameis is like, "Hey man, I'm gonna go to the Bengals." I mean, dude, him like not even. So this one was bad, humping the dude on the ground.
Yeah.
But then smacking this dude in the head was crazy.
He bitch slapped him in the head.
Like this dude, he's trying to do a move, but it's so stupid that he's trying to do it here. He's trying to smack, and this is something that offensive linemen do. You see it a lot. Pass rusher gets in, if they get square on him, you smack them in the shoulder, and it's meant to throw them off balance a little bit, give you a chance to get in there.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what he's going to do. That's what he wants to do. But like, you're really only supposed to use that shit when the guy's kind of square with you. Like when you're really like, because if you don't, you just do this. Like you just crack a dude right over the top of the head, and that's a 15-yard every time, especially, anytime a ref sees it at least. But the ref's always going to see that one. You're playing left tackle, dude. You're the most wide open spot. But yeah, dude, he went unnecessary roughness, holding, unnecessary roughness, holding in a row, 4 plays straight in a row.
And he also gave up a sack.
Yeah.
All on one drive, all on the same drive.
Yeah. And they didn't score.
They kicked the field goal.
Guess what? Yeah, nah, that was insane, dude. That whole moment was like, what the fuck is happening, dude? Why is this? I was like, why is he still on the field? Why did it take so long for Brian Dabo to get him off? 2 penalties in a row, and you got to sit for at least a play. Yeah. I don't care what it is, dude. 2 penalties in a row, no matter who you are, you got to sit for a play. Let's just talk. What's up? What's up? 3 in a row. All right, you're definitely getting out. 4, and then after the 4th, they just talked to him, and they let him keep playing, and they let him finish the drive out, and then they took him out. I was like, what? This is insane. Yeah, dude. That guy had a fun week.
I mean,
I wonder what his film session on Monday was like.
Is he still on the team, or did they cut him?
I was just thinking that thought just went. All right, but as we go, dude, Malik Neighbors and Wan'Dale Robinson really wanted to win this game.
They popped off. Hey, man, Russell Wilson had a vintage Russell Wilson game that we haven't seen since his Seahawks days. The moon ball is back, Riley.
Dude, he was letting some moon balls go too.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, dude. He was so they were using Wendell Robinson a good bit, right? They were throwing him a lot of cheeky ones. And then fucking Malik Neighbors. Everyone, dude, like 3 Wendell Robinsons in a row and then a Malik Neighbors deep shot for a touchdown.
Yeah.
It was insane.
It's just, I don't know, man. I mean, Russell Wilson, he had a vintage Russell Wilson game. Malik Neighbors is a dog. It's just really unfortunate that consistently, I feel like the Giants only have one real weapon at a time. Because for the longest time, it was Saquon. Then they let him go, and now they have Malik Neighbors. So, like, what have you really gained? You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, for sure.
And I mean, I like Wandale Robinson, but he's just not consistent enough. Maybe they just don't throw him the ball enough. You know, maybe this has always been in him, and maybe they'll start throwing him the ball more.
I think this is in him. I really think that. I think this is in him. Actually, like I feel like very consistently he's like one of the few guys that's just like getting stats for them. But he always goes under the radar because it's never the shot. They never give him the shot. You know, like the shot goes to Malik Neighbors almost every time, which is fair. Dude's a monster.
Mm-hmm.
Give the shot to your best player. Obviously. Mm-hmm. Makes sense. But it's true. They give the shots to Malik Neighbors, and then Wandale Robinson does a lot of dirty work to set up those shots. I mean, we saw it. Like that was the textbook they were reading from against the Cowboys early. Funny. James Hudson is still a Giant.
He is.
But he is officially benched.
Yep.
Replacing him with a rookie.
They are replacing him with a rookie who's never played tackle before. His name is Marcus Imbo.
Well, and he got a good bit of rips. You got to get a bit of reps on Sunday.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know how, like, I'm sorry, but I'm sorry, like, you can blame the player all you want, but the Giants' offensive line has been so dog shit for so long, since the days of Eli Manning. Eli Manning had to retire early because of how bad that offensive line was, and they've still never gotten it right. I'm sorry, I put that on coaching. Like, you can blame the player. Yes, he was in the wrong, and he shouldn't have done those things, but that's on coaching. Like, when you have such a glaring issue for years going on more than a decade now.
Yeah.
That's on coaching. I'm sorry.
It's coaching and culture. Like, it's not, you're right. It is on coaching. But the sick part is it's been on coaching so long, it's been through multiple coaches. Yeah. So it is on coaching, but it's been through multiple coaches, which means that it's a culture thing. That means the GM, the people making decision on coaches, aren't making that a priority. They're not getting people, or at least they're trying. If they try, they suck.
Yeah.
But like, they're not trying. And then the coaches, they're not doing it either. And Brian Daboll, he pisses me off, dude. He pisses me off because he always seems like every time something bad goes wrong for his team, which is multiple times a game, every game, he's just like,
yeah.
He's got fucking reflector shades, and he's just like,
yeah.
What are you doing? I'm like, motherfucker, you're his fucking head coach. What is he doing? Why is he doing that?
You either coach it or you allow it.
Dude, 1,000%. And Brian Daboll standing on the sidelines, just shocked face all the time, pisses me off. He's just like, I don't know what's going on. Fuck you, dude. You suck. That's what's going on. You've created a team that can't compete, apparently. I don't know, man. Giants fall to 0-2 in the NFC East.
Yeah, they do. And I mean, give credit to them. You know, they fought really hard. They just don't. I don't think they're very good. I don't think they have very good talent. Like they've got some dudes, but I don't trust Brian Daboll. I definitely don't trust their GM. We talked about that all of last offseason with Hard Knocks. Yeah. It's just they're not a well-run organization, but they played hard.
They do. Yeah, and this team did play hard. I think Cam Scatterbo is starting to make a name for himself. I mean, he's become the untackleable man. There's a meme about him every week. He does something crazy.
Yep.
Like you said, Russell Wilson was looking like prime Russ.
Mhm.
Like really, the the kicker for this game was the kicker for the fucking Cowboys, dude. Brandon Aubrey with ice, being able to make two kicks with zeros on the clock, both in the fourth quarter and in overtime. He kicked with 0 on the clock, walk off for the win. That's, you know, and he had a lot of field goals this game. I mean, obviously the Cowboys, they got themselves in field goal range more than touchdown range. And dude, the Giants lost this one, dude. I mean,
They
it really
did.
is. Like,
It's
this game
just-
was so back and forth at the end. Like,
Yeah.
sad.
Yeah. Well,
right.
Riley, speaking of sad, let's go ahead. You know what game we have to talk about now.
Oh yeah, dude. There's literally this is the game that gave us the player of the week, dog.
Did
The Goffins. Jared
Goff had as many touchdown passes, 5, as he did incompletions.
Yeah. He went 23 for 28 for 334 and 5 touchdowns.
Yeah.
That's insane production.
And I mean, I don't know. You know how I feel about the Bears and their GM Ryan Poles. I don't really want to spend a whole lot of time on this game just because it's the Bears, man. It's just I've said it before and I will say it again. We need to stop embarrassing the Bears on national TV. Stop putting them in these prime time window slots. Like, stop doing it. It's not fair to the Bears.
Yeah. I mean, oh, dude, they like to hurt them. They like to hurt them. The Bears like to hurt themselves.
You want to hear some fun facts about how great of a GM Ryan Poles is, Riley?
Let's get it.
So he's been the GM now for 4 years. He's had 4 full draft classes of players that he handpicked and he selected. Guess how many Pro Bowl players he has drafted?
How many?
0.
That's none.
None. And so this draft class, a lot of Bears fans were really, really excited. I didn't understand why, because they already had a really good tight end in Cole Kmet. Their offensive line is still dog shit, but they draft another tight end, Colston Loveland, in the top 10. They draft a wide receiver, Luther Burden, in the second round, and then they draft an offensive tackle and a defensive lineman in the second and third round. So that's the first 3 rounds of this year's draft. So guess how many catches Colston Loveland and Luther Burden have combined this year?
Yeah. Oh, combined this year, dude. I don't know. 5, something like that.
It's 0.
Oh yeah.
It is 0. And a lot of Bears fans were really excited. They're like, "Oh, we drafted an offensive tackle in the second round. We finally did it." Guess what? That offensive tackle, do you think he played this week?
Oh, nope.
Do you know why?
Why didn't I play?
Because he was, I don't know if you know what this means. He was a healthy scratch.
Yeah. I mean, that's funny.
Do you know what that means, Riley? Do you want to explain it?
Yeah, so essentially the concept for the people out there is that he doesn't have a diagnosed or announced injury. So like, Let's start like Joe Burrow with the toe, Jaden Daniels with a knee. You know, those are going to be, injured players. Healthy scratch is someone that without an apparent injury was left off the sideline, and it's usually not great. I mean, if you're healthy scratching, I don't know, it tends to be like,
it's because you suck. It's because you suck at football. That's why.
Yeah.
And the D lineman that Ryan Poles drafted in the third round, guess what? He was also a healthy scratch.
Damn.
So you have literally no contributions from any of your top 4 first round or any of your top 4 picks in this year's draft.
Yeah.
And you want to hear another fun fact about Ryan Poles, Riley?
Give it to me.
So in his opening press conference, he said, "We're going to take the North." He's talking about the NFC North.
Yeah.
And never give it back.
Yep.
You know what his record is against the NFC North now?
Oh, dude, it's got to be ridiculous.
It's 3-19.
Damn, dude, that is sad. Yeah, no, he's
4-22 on the road.
Yeah, the man's a liar. Man's a liar. That's
He
for sure.
is.
But yeah, dude, this team. Would that be standout performance from Ro Madunze in an absolute blowout? He looks like one of the only players that was maybe a good investment, and they didn't even really talk about him.
No, and and Caleb, he had a really bad interception. It looked like he was trying to throw the ball away, but he just short-armed it, and the safety was able to pick it. There was no one in the vicinity. Caleb didn't play well.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's almost like he's trying to play backyard football against professional athletes. That's what it looks like.
He's trying to play one-man backyard football, slinging it to whoever can catch it.
And also, we have to also shout out Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Yep.
9 catches, 115 yards, 3 touchdowns. That's absurd.
Dude, shout Jamison Williams. 2 catches for 108 yards and a touchdown. A 64 tap that. So he got a 64 and a 44-yard catch,
also,
respectively.
It's not going to get any better for the Bears because their star corner, Jalen Johnson, is probably going to be out for the year with a groin injury. So now you're down your 2 best corners. One's not going to come back for the rest of the year. It's not looking good for Chicago. And I don't know if you saw his press conference, but Ben Johnson looked like he was ready to go back to Detroit. He looked miserable.
He was sad.
He was so sad.
He was like, I want to stay here. I don't want to go. I'm going to stay here.
Yeah, he's like, I don't know why I went to the Bears.
Yeah. And then, of course, Aiden Hutchinson back from an injury, 2 tackles, 1 sack, 1 tackle for a loss, 1 other quarterback hit. The defense, though, dude, Jack Campbell, Brian Branch, those dudes are absolutely nasty. Alex
They're studs.
Dude, they've got so many studs on the defense, man. Once again, the key is
just have to
them
stay
staying
healthy.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. The key is the healthy, man. Staying healthy. If they can do it, they can do it. That's the ceiling for this team is just how well they stay. Jahmyr Gibbs almost busted 100 yards rushing. 12 carries for 94 and a touchdown. David Montgomery, 11 carries for 57 and a touchdown.
Yep. Sonic and Knuckles.
It's, it seems to have everything rolling at pace, Obviously a rough game against the Packers, but like I said, dude, the Packers are going to be the Packers this year, I think. I think that's a real fact. And we'll see them, as the season goes, we'll see how they continue to perform. But after that loss, this is the kind of win you need, dude. 52-21 on a division rival. This is
against your former offensive coordinator that's talking a lot of shit about you.
Yeah, dude. Playing
the
in
Lions
the
were
coaching
motivated for this.
Yeah. They had a lot of momentum. They had a lot of motivation for this. Dude, the loss, the media, everyone saying is Dan Campbell washed? Was Ben Johnson the offense? Yep. And then Ben Johnson running his mouth. They needed this, dude. They needed it, and they got it.
Yeah.
All right.
Look, man, it's just can we please? I'm begging the NFL, stop putting the Bears on national TV. No one wants to watch it.
Yeah.
Right.
And then we got a run of games. I don't know how you feel about the Rams beat the Titans 33-19.
Yeah.
Matt Stafford, dude, still holding tight.
Puka Nacua had another huge game. 8 catches, 91 yards. Devontae Adams, 6 catches, 106 and a touchdown. I think the story out of this game, Cam Ward looks legit. It's crazy how no one's really talking about Cam Ward.
Mm-hmm.
But the Titans are such a dumpster fire right now that he is literally having to do everything. And he's playing all right. He's playing pretty well. It's just his receivers drop the ball. His offensive line, is
lets
not
him
very
get sacked
good.
5 times.
Yeah, it's just
He's
despite all of that, he's playing well. I think that is the real story. So I think Titans fans, they should be pretty excited about it.
I mean, maybe. I don't know, dude. If you can't, should they be excited about potentially being the next Bengals? Because, dude, I mean, you keep letting your quarterback getting sacked 5 times, getting hit for 8. Like, dude, you keep doing that. We've all seen what that turns into. That's just a recipe.
I mean, that's true.
And then the Patriots versus the Dolphins. This game ended up being surprisingly good as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I did not expect this to be as good of a game as it was. That's for sure. I mean, it went 15-14 at halftime, and you're like, "What the hell is this game about to be?" I don't know, dude. I'm confused. But yeah, dude. I mean, listen, dude. The Patriots with Vrabel, they want to make running their identity. They ran the ball for 29 times. They only threw it for 23. Out bouncing towards the run. I've seen this year. I feel like this year, man, it's real hard for teams to really get going in the run. I mean, that's something I've been seeing consistently from every team in the entire NFL. Like, besides the elite running backs, Jonathan Taylor, Saquon Barkley, Derrick Henry, even Derrick Henry, really, like
Jahmyr Gibbs.
Yeah, like you're getting guys having certain games, but dude, most teams are just grinding it, man. They're just having it's rough trying to run the ball unless you have an absolute stud of a running back in the backfield
or a great offensive line.
Honestly, dude, I think you need both. I really do. Because the thing is, I mean, if you have an amazing offensive line, you get to run it up the middle. But a lot of the schemes, the scheme comes down to the running back making one guy miss. And it just feels like the level of athletes around the defenses in the NFL, man, you're just not making guys miss unless you're fucking insane.
Yeah. Because that is what most run schemes are, especially like a zone scheme where you want to get the back to the second level, and then the whole scheme is designed so that it's a one-on-one matchup with a linebacker or safety, and they expect the running back to make that dude miss.
Yeah, of course.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, for sure. It's coming down. It's we're gonna block all the big bodies. We're gonna leave you a small body to try to beat. Like that's tends to be how they go. Or you do something like a read option where you make a defensive lineman choose. It's really like those are kind of the ways that you have to run the ball in the modern game of football. With that being said, dude, Ramondre Stevens for the Patriots, he put together a heck of a game. He ran for 54, had 88 catching.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I mean, just a lot of out of the backfield, boom, hit it to him quick.
Despite the addition of Stephon Diggs, the Patriots still have one of the worst skill groups in the league. Just in terms of tight end, wide receiver. Like when Ramondre Stevenson consistently could be your leading receiver.
Yeah, I mean, dude.
Him or Travion Henderson.
The receiving room is Austin Hooper. That thing, he's a tight end.
He is a tight end.
Diggs, Kayshawn Boot, Mac
Hunter
Hollins.
Henry.
Yeah, Hunter Henry, Demario Douglas,
Yep.
Antonio. I mean, I love Antonio Gibson. I think he's a great player. He had a big kick return. For a touchdown. He took a 90 for a touchdown as part of the icing of this game. So listen, Patriots, Vrabel, 1-1. Can he keep it up?
They look good, man. And the Dolphins, the Dolphins look like they might be the worst team in the league.
I mean, nah, dude, the Panthers are the worst team in the league.
I mean, that's fair.
The Dolphins have put up these stats. The Dolphins this week looked leaps and bounds different from the Dolphins we saw last week. Yeah, whatever the fuck happened last week, these two teams are not the same. This was a very close game.
Yeah.
I feel like against most teams, they probably win. Like, honestly, they put up one heck of a performance, very explosive performance too. Especially in the second quarter, like right before halftime and shit, they were like, nah, we need some love, and they put it on. But I mean, the Patriots, dude. Vrabel, he just gets it. He just does
He
it.
does.
He just does it. All right. And then we have the 49ers versus the Saints. This one,
I mean,
who would have known, man? The battle of backup quarterbacks, and Spencer
shut the
Rattler's a
fuck up.
starter.
Shut the fuck up.
The battle of backup quarterbacks, and Spencer Rattler is the starter. Let's see.
Hey, man, you know what? Spencer Rattler, I know a lot of people think the Saints are just going to tank for, a quarterback class that's looking less and less good, to be honest.
Yeah.
Arch Manning,
time's
Norris
going.
Sellers is hurt. Garrett Nussmeier is struggling. Cade Klubnik, he shouldn't be a first-round pick right now. Like, none of them look as good as we thought they would going into this season.
Yeah.
And a lot of people thought the Saints would just tank for whichever quarterback they wanted. I've been saying it, dog. I've been saying it for a year. Spencer Rattler is that good. He should be a starter, and he's playing like a starter. He's playing like a He's playing
like the starter of an 0-2 team.
Hey, man, you know what? The Saints, they don't have a whole lot of talent.
No, they just have Alvin Kamara, consistently one of the best running backs in the league when he's healthy and playing. Chris Olave, a wide receiver that everyone respects, is a very explosive threat. Jawan Johnson, who's back-to-back weeks put up good fantasy numbers. Nah, just no one. Brendan Cooks, an absolute stud.
Their offensive line isn't great. Their defensive line, like just
the defensive line is like one of their high points. It's like they got Kool-Aid and a solid defensive line.
I mean, speaking of defensive line, though, Riley, first of all, Mac Jones played really well going in for Brock Purdy.
Yeah.
But look at Michael Williams. Look at that.
Yeah, dude.
It's almost like we said he was an absolute stud, especially when he gets to play opposite Nick Bosa.
Yeah, who also had one hell of a game.
I mean, Michael Williams, 5 tackles, 4 solo, 2 tackles for loss. Leaps and bounds better than what Shamar Stewart is doing.
Yeah, dude. No, Michael Williams actually putting his name in the hat, or putting his name in the ring for defensive rookie of the year, I think. I mean,
it's almost like we said that.
Yeah, dude. And no sacks, but these 2 tackles for loss were big. And tackles for loss are such a impactful stat. Like, sacks are obviously the big one, that's the one that everyone's going to talk about.
Yeah.
But when you can disrupt the line, stop the run game, make everyone have to think about how they're going to go about it, that's effective. And on the opposite side, I got to shout Carl Granderson, though. See that stat line? That's a crazy stat line out of
that is a crazy stat line.
2 sacks, 3 tackles for a loss, 3 quarterback hits, 7 total tackles.
And I mean, I get it. The Saints are 0-2, but they're fighting. Like, they've been competitive in both games they've played.
Yeah, no. I mean, I feel like this has probably got to be a better start than the start and finish they had last year, Like, last year, obviously, they had the insane game to start, and then the non-I game, and then they just lost everything after that. Like, honestly, if I was a Saints fan right now, you're looking at the bottom, and the bottom doesn't look that bad.
No.
I mean, Spencer Rattler sucks. You need a new quarterback, but
no, you don't. You don't need a new quarterback.
Play Tyler Show. Tyler Show can win.
No, fuck no.
No, I'm just kidding. I don't believe that either. That was just me talking shit.
I mean, look, man, I've said it. I know you get on me for how much I really like Spencer Rattler, but he's proving he's got the talent and he's putting it all together.
Yeah, he is trying to put trying to put it all together with a team that doesn't have any help for him. All right.
So
after that, Bills Jets 30-10.
I mean, this wasn't even a Josh Allen game. Just James Cook. James Cook went the fuck off.
Yep. I mean, a great offensive line just bullying a bad defense. I feel like that was the story of this. That was really what you saw. And 224 team rushing yards. I mean, that says it all. I mean,
Riley, do we have a quarterback controversy in New York?
I mean, we all hope, right? But at the
Yeah.
same time, I mean, I don't know, dude. They need a lot. We have a lot of controversy in New York. Should they be a football team?
Yeah, no, that's fair. But I mean, dog, like this, I'm sick and tired of this. Everyone thinks Tyrod Taylor fucking sucks, and then the starter gets hurt or the starter plays like ass, doesn't score any touchdowns, can't put up any points on the board. Tyrod comes in, immediately scores touchdowns, plays really fucking well. Like, I'm tired of this same fucking story. I'm sick of it.
Yeah, dude. I mean, listen, Justin Fields had a great week last week. You know,
He did.
And dude, we both we're here to support Tyrod, Ty God. But I mean, that team's got a lot to figure out before they try to put themselves in a quarterback controversy.
Yeah.
That does a lot to a team, and they have some other shit they need to figure out before they do that. I mean, this one just, it really is as simple as saying the Bills, they lined up and they just ran the ball down the damn throats.
Yeah, man, this was probably the worst pick we had all week. You know, we were pretty good in our picks, but this is one of the worst ones. I don't know, man. I mean, the Bills are just so much better than everyone else in this division right now. It's not even funny.
It's kind of disrespectful for the rest of the division.
It is.
All right. You know what? We're in a good little halfway point.
Yeah.
I think we
Is
should
it time?
Yep, it's time. It's time.
It's going to be a sad state of affairs for me.
Yeah, dude. So it's time for the TTT Fantasy Football Update. So the first game is a tragedy, a true tragedy. Preston has been waiting all year to put the Joe Shiesty on his fantasy team, only for the Bungles to do what a poverty franchise does best and get their QB hurt. They let him touch the dirt. It's almost like you need an O-line first, thus bringing the formerly Dallas Cowboys, now the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, to a healthy victory. The Bungles no longer for hire with a devastating 126-88 defeat. The fantasy football team, your truly fantasy football team, managed to squeak out a last second, as close as it gets win versus the Fuzzy Navel, aka the Eagles.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, dude, the Eagles, they may squeak out narrow victories in real life, but in fantasy football, they just allowed me to have a comeback victory. I was down like 25 points at the end of Sunday, and I won 82.7 to 82.54, a 0.16 margin, losing by less than 0.2. I'm sorry, Fuzzy Navel. Jasper, he's got to get the big old D together, the big old Doinks Out and Amish. They don't know what they're doing. They're getting blown out by the perfect storm. The widest margin of any loss this week. It's 90 points, 167 to 77. A sad state of affairs for Jazzy. It appears squandering Joe Burrow last year and then losing to Captain Andrew Luck have really put a dark mojo on Jasper's fantasy career. Speaking of Captain Andrew Luck, another huge blowout win against the Bubbles float. Now the Bubbles popped. A more than 70-point beat down, 131 to 68.
A lot of blowouts this week.
Yep. And we're going to switch it. We're talking about one that was close. On the exact opposite, a big win for the Green Bay Chinooks over Show Me Your TDs. And I have one question for the TDs. Why would you trust a Bears wide receiver over with Caleb Williams, Bear wide receiver with Caleb Williams, over a 49ers wide receiver with any quarterback? 7 points for DJ Moore, 17 points for Juwan Jennings. And all of that just to have you lose a heartbreaker, 104 to 102. Obviously, they don't listen to the TTT.
They don't.
Jack
They
Lee
don't.
and the Hitachi plug-in hybrid.
Fucking bullshit, Jack Lee.
They used the bullshit voodoo magic to beat the Super Bears. And it wasn't Josh Allen this time. Instead, it was linebacker Roquan Smith, who scored 28 points because we use a defensive player in this league to win a 126-103 victory, all because of a 62-yard fumble recovery for a touchdown.
He beat his girlfriend. Damn you, Jack
Whoa. Finally, run the ball. And Shamar lost to the copious mind Jay Sean by 10 points in a 108-98 defeat. Isaiah Pacheco clearly doesn't want to run the ball. He only got 3 points this week. Meanwhile, the Falcons' skill players are once again proving all the haters wrong.
And the haters.
Yeah, they're just not sucking ass like we all thought. Bijan Robinson had 18 points. This truly seems to be a redemption arc for the hashtag copious mind after such a poor performance last year.
It does.
All right.
And
good.
that is your TTT Fantasy League update.
Woo! The Fantasy League. I'm 2-0. Close by 0.16, 0.2 of a point.
Yeah, that's
close, less than 0.2 of a point.
My quarterback is out for the year, so probably my season's over. It's a sad state of affairs.
All right. So as we go through the list, it's kind of the Seahawks and the Steelers. I mean, that came down to a special teams mistake by the Steelers that led to a touchdown for the Seahawks. And then after that, the Steelers looked like they were just deflated, didn't play real football.
I mean, Aaron Rodgers didn't play well.
Yeah.
Like he had 2 picks. He had a touchdown, but he had 2 picks.
Yep.
You know, and Jaylen Warren is kind of becoming like a real go-to guy for the Steelers, both in the run game and in the passing game.
Particularly in the pass game.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
I mean, they're trying. I feel like this team it's got some of it. You know, really, they just need to be able to run the ball more consistent. But I think I've said that for every team so far, besides the ones that did good. Like, it's got to be a consistent run game. If you don't get that, you're just not going to win.
No.
And then we have the Browns and Ravens. Lamar Jackson, 225, 4 touchdowns. They didn't run the ball at all. They didn't need to. Like the Browns, I mean, listen, when you're playing the Browns, what do you got to worry about? Myles Garrett, right? That's the big worry every time you line up against the Browns. And the Ravens knew that, and they kind of used that to their advantage. I mean, Lamar balled out throwing the ball, really. I mean, he was in the pocket. He was ready. I mean, obviously he's doing rollouts. He's not in the pocket. I'm in the pocket, like in the zone. But you know, he was slinging it, dude. I mean, really, like they torched this team. It was crazy. I mean, Devontae Walker, dude, 2 touchdowns. DeAndre Hopkins showing everybody he's not washed. Yeah, dude, great game out of the Baltimore Ravens.
It's sad for the Browns because obviously, you know, they've had a good team. Like they've done a good job of building a decent, solid roster. And when they had Nick Chubb and that really great O-line a few years ago, it was a really good roster. They just haven't had a quarterback. And when you don't have a quarterback for that long, it just demoralizes your entire team.
Yeah.
You know?
100%.
So
dude.
It's
also rookie Malachi Starks, 7 tackles, 4 solo tackles. Good performance out of him.
He's a stud.
He is a stud.
And they just the Ravens, man, they always do it. They got Kyle Hamilton a few years ago. Everyone said, holy shit, how do we let him fall to the Ravens? They get fucking Malachi Starks this year. Everyone's like, how do we let him fall to the Ravens? Like they don't care. They just draft the best football players.
Yeah.
And it's crazy how good of an organization they are just by drafting the best football players. Do you see a correlation there, Riley?
Yeah, dude. I mean, one of the best football teams, one of the most highly rated football teams in the modern NFL, and it's perfect. You see it, dude. They draft well, they scout well. Because if you don't scout well, you don't draft well. So they scout well, they draft well, and then they coach well, dude. Harbaugh, besides close games and playoffs and stuff like that, the dude, A dude can put together a team that can come on the field and torch about anybody.
Yeah.
All right. Keep it moving. Just a lot of through here, you're just getting a lot of I mean, the Colts versus the Broncos. This was interesting. Danny Dimes.
This was a Jonathan Taylor resurgence game.
This was, dude. Jonathan Taylor, 25 carries for 165 yards, no touchdown, but 6.6 average with a 68 long. Danny Dimes, 316 and a touchdown. It's crazy what the Colts look like without AR-15 at quarterback.
Yeah.
And, you know, I said this was going to be an exposing. I was wrong, dude.
Yeah.
I got to be honest, man. The Colts.
I think it was an exposing, but for Bo Nix and the Broncos.
Well, that's true. I mean, we were waiting for Bo Nix to expose himself. He feels like a kind of guy that do that kind of stuff. But no, man, I feel like this defense was definitely like, you know, figure they were going to hold it down. And I mean, stats aren't crazy. They're not great, not bad. Very consistent performance, I think. You know, 78 tackles as a team is all right. You know, they got a sack, a couple tackles for losses, 5 pass deflections or pass defended, and 5 quarterback hits. You know, they're putting pressure on them, but Daniel Jones was staying calm and Jonathan Taylor was running them over. So maybe we see the weakness in the Broncos defense, the very obvious weakness that they get bullied up front sometimes.
Yeah, and Tyler Warren.
Yeah, dude.
He's having
4
catches. A really good start to a rookie year that I didn't think was going to be that good because I didn't trust Anthony Richardson.
Well, good news is you didn't have to. No. It was Danny Dimes. And if there's one thing you know about Danny Dimes, the man loves a tight end.
Yeah.
I didn't even mean that weird. I meant that honest. Cardinals beat the Panthers. This just feels like duh. It is funny because the Panthers kind of out everything to them. Like literally, dude, the Panthers out everything to them in everything but the final score.
They're not.
I mean, literally, dude, look, everything.
Yeah.
Like the only thing they didn't do is they didn't beat them in rushing yards by like 30 yards, like 33 yards. They got out rushed by. And so I see this Panthers team. There's something in there, but it's deep, deep, deep under lots of rock that you need to chisel and then like refine and then probably chisel some more and then maybe refine some more. Yeah, this team is this is my vote for the worst team in the NFL. I got to be honest. The Panthers, dude, they just Xavier Leggett likes to run backwards. Ted's trying his ass off.
Xavier Leggett's not good. I was worried about him coming out. I don't know if you remember this, but he was a 5th-year senior at South Carolina, and he had one good year. He had a breakout year. Woohoo! Guess who his quarterback was? Spencer Rattler. And
now we see
Xavier Leggett. I don't remember. I think he was a first-round draft pick. He was either a late first-rounder or like the first pick in the second round. Yeah, I don't remember which one. But I said I was worried about that because I don't trust skill guys that have one like great breakout year when they've been in college for that long. Yeah, it kind of seems like it's not. I feel like that year is not who you are. I feel like all the other years are probably more in line of who you are as a football player. And I think that that's kind of coming to fruition with Xavier Leggett. And like I like him. I really like how he talks.
I love that.
I just don't think he's that good of a football player.
Yeah, I feel like they need to use him in a different way. They keep trying to make him their screen man, and that's how you get one catch for -2 yards for someone like him. He is fast, he's twitchy, but like let him just work with Hunter Renfrow in the slot or something, dude. I don't know.
He's not a very good route runner.
That's what I'm saying. Work with Hunter Renfrow in the slot. Let Hunter Renfrow teach him a thing or two. Hunter Renfrow's if you want to make him follow Hunter Renfrow around and do nothing other than what he does.
He's stiff. Like he's a bigger receiver, but he's stiff. He doesn't have great hip movement.
Yeah.
And that's not good when your whole job is to create quick separation by twitching your hips. And you need to be twitchy in your hips to be a good route runner. And he's just not that. And then And whenever you can't create separation, you have to be a good jump ball receiver.
Yeah.
And he's struggling with that as well. So it's like, what are you doing for me?
Dude, I mean, he's really not, and they're not even using him like that. Like, they're not throwing jump balls to him as a bigger body. They throw all the jump balls to Ted. Like, they're trying to use him as their screen man, and it's just not successful. But yeah, dude, the Panthers suck.
Did you see that one run Kyler Murray had though?
No, let's see. Kyler Murray. Nope. Damn, they don't have a run. Damn, I mean, I bet you
it wasn't a
there,
touchdown, but it was like a 25-yard scramble where he reversed field and then went back across the field.
Did he look like a toddler doing it?
He did look like a toddler.
I bet he looked like a toddler doing it.
He
All right.
did look like a toddler.
Next big game, honestly, like the biggest game of the week for sure. The Eagles versus the Chiefs. And this was an ugly football game to watch. This game fucking sucked.
It was not a good game. Travis Kelce doesn't look like himself. He had that crucial drop in the end zone that Andrew Makuba picked off.
Yeah.
And then Josh Simmons ran him down.
That was crazy. Yeah, I did see that. That was crazy. I mean, all right, and Travis Kelce, he still caught 4 for 61 off of 6 targets,
Yeah.
But you're right. It's just like that drop you just don't expect. But also, it's like, man, this is such a bang team. The Philadelphia Eagles have a pretty good defense. You're playing a hard team. You can't have Patrick Mahomes leading your team in rushing, guys.
No.
What are you doing?
And that's the other thing is Patrick Mahomes usually doesn't scramble until the playoffs. They usually do a really good job of saving him and saving his running ability for the playoffs because they don't want to get him hurt. The fact that it's week 2 and he's leading his team in rushing yards, like that, to me, that's a bad sign that they're starting to get a little bit desperate.
Yeah.
And
I mean, I agree. I see what you're saying. I think the problem with this game specifically is that, like, this is a playoff team. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Eagles.
Once they get healthy, once they get the receivers back.
Yeah. No, I'm saying the Eagles. I'm saying the Eagles.
Oh, okay.
The Eagles are a playoff team. Like, this is a Super Bowl rematch. Like, they're playing probably one of the best defenses that they'll play. And there's some good defenses out there. And so I think a lot of the scrambling you saw was like the result of that. Now, I mean, I think it's another harsh lesson for the Chiefs that they gotta keep working in the trenches, man. They're letting up little shit. If it wasn't for Patrick Mahomes putting on a scrambling clinic, this sack number would have been crazy. 10 quarterback hits is insane. Like, they are just letting Patty Mahomes get battered, and you're not going to win doing that. I mean, they're letting him get battered.
But, I mean, to his credit, though, Josh Simmons looks good at left tackle.
He does. And, I mean, it's just
he is the one bright spot on that offensive line right now because he looks good. And Patrick Mahomes, he doesn't look comfortable in the pocket. And we said this about, or I said this about Clemson when we did our Sunday stream. Nothing looks easy on offense.
Yeah,
and I get it. They don't have Xavier Worthy. Rashee Rice is still suspended, but this is not something we expect out of the Kansas City Chiefs.
Definitely not.
Everything looks really difficult offensively. Nothing's efficient. It's all about Patrick Mahomes just making plays, having to scramble. Whenever Patrick Mahomes is your leading rusher, something is way, way off.
Yeah, dude, for sure. Like, there's a very few teams where your quarterback should be the leading rusher. In the NFL, it's actually 0, only in college. But Saquon Barkley on the other side, he put up 88 yards and a touchdown. Just another dominant performance out of him. They were doing a good job of keeping him in check for a while, but like once he broke out, he just started breaking out. I mean, it was never, I mean, his long was 13, but it was just like 5, 7, 10, 13, 5. Like, it was just these cuts, and it was, I mean, you could tell that they just couldn't handle it. Besides that, Jalen Hurts only threw for 101. With sack adjustment, it's less than 100.
Yeah. And, did you see that play where the Eagles O-line was talking shit in the victory formation? And Chris Jones was like, bro, you had 100 yards. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, and Chris
And
Jones
Jalen's like, we won the game, bitch.
He's like, scoreboard.
Yeah.
I love that shit. That's
But,
classic.
I mean, the Chiefs defense played well. It's just their offense, man.
Yeah, dude. I mean, this was a defensive battle. We know what we were going to get in this.
Yeah.
And the Chiefs defense played well. The Eagles defense played equally as well, if not better, probably better, I'd say.
And I would just like to point out something. It's going to be beating a dead horse dog.
Yeah.
But look at what Jahad Campbell did.
Dude, 7 tackles, 5 solos, and a quarterback hit out of the linebacker position. Dude.
It's just, and then you have Shamar Stewart, who had 2 tackles and 2 total tackles, 1 solo tackle. I'm sorry, dog, but I feel like we're going to continue to do it until Shamar Stewart actually does something.
Maybe you'll get a sack. All right.
Maybe.
Moving on. The last game of Sunday.
Yes.
The Falcons versus the Vikings. This was a really good game. If you want to hate the Vikings.
Look, man, to me, you know what this says more about to me?
What?
Again, it's going to be beating a dead horse. The Vikings look so bad against a Falcons team that I really do not trust. Maybe I should start trusting them.
I think you got to trust them a little bit. I don't know, man. They were very consistent.
The Vikings look so bad, and their offensive line was horrible. They were on their 3rd string left tackle at one point because Christian Darrisaw is still out. Their offensive line was really bad. They gave up 6 sacks.
11 quarterback hits.
But, and JJ McCarthy, he now has a concussion. But the Bears lost to this team. So I think this game is more just shows you how bad the Bears are.
That's kind of true. Don't think about it that way. The Bears let this team come back on them in the last minutes of the 4th quarter and
scored 21 unanswered in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, dude. And for the Vikings, I mean, JJ McCarthy just looked stale, looked stagnant, didn't look good. Nope. It's like everything that was their problem kind of went around them, dude. They were trying to run the ball. They couldn't run the ball.
Nope.
When they tried to pass to open it up, nothing was working. Lots of 3-and-outs. And then on the flip side, dude, the Falcons, they didn't have to do much. They kicked a lot of field goals. They didn't score a touchdown until the 4th quarter. They just were kicking field goals, and that's all they had to do. They definitely need to get better. They need to find the end zone more. The Falcons do. Lot of 3, like 3rd down, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7s on their side of the field that led to field goals. Stuff like that, you got to clean up. But besides that, like Bijan, 22 carries for 143, didn't score a touchdown, but I mean, great game out of them.
This is a Vikings team that won 14 games last year.
Mm-hmm.
And Christian Darrisaw was out most of the year. He's their starting left tackle. He's one of the better left tackles in the league. And so you're just wondering, was it worth to blow that team up and get rid of Sam Darnold for a guy who personally I wasn't that high on when he came out of Michigan. I thought he was very much a ball control, just game manager type quarterback. I didn't think he could elevate that roster. So I guess the question is, do you think the Vikings fans are regretting letting go of Sam Darnold, who they saw do it last year at a very high level, for this kid, JJ McCarthy, who so far has not looked good?
I bet you they're kicking themselves for sure. Yeah. I mean, it's one of those things, dude. Like Sam Darnold, everyone knows seeing ghosts. He's just, he's always going to be a bridge player, Like Sam Darnold, no one ever is going to look at, especially not now, not last year, not this year. Like you're not looking, that's not your franchise QB. He's older in the league anyways. He's shown what he's got. So I get the idea of wanting to upgrade, but I feel like this is one of those things that we talk about where it's like you're scouting, dude. This is where your scouting, your team scouting comes in. You've got to know
You
like
know,
what you're getting or what you're picking or who you're bringing in. And they let him sit for JJ sat for an entire year learning the system. He is not a true rookie, dude. He has been in the
no,
NFL. He has learned. He's mentally prepped for this. And he threw
yeah.
2 picks. He had a 3.7 QB rating.
To be fair, I don't think a lot of quarterbacks would have success with that poor of an offensive line performance. Like their offensive line was not playing well.
Yeah, like you said,
You
third
know.
string tackle. They had a second string guard in for most of that game as well. One of their guards got hurt.
Mhm.
So, yeah, you're right. I mean, injuries on the offensive line, but also, like, I don't know, dude. I don't know. There was a lot of throws that JJ missed. Just sailed high, easy throws. I think most decently mobile quarterbacks in the NFL would have probably won this game. I got to be real. I watched pretty much this entire game too, and like, there's just so many where JJ sailed dudes wide open on a rollout because their offensive line isn't doing well. So what do? You boot out. He boots out on the run, throws one. It's fucking 6 yards ahead over top of the dude. He could only catch him if he was 9'10".
You've got Jettas, man. Like you've got to get him the ball.
Yeah.
I mean, he only had 3 catches, but he still had 81 yards.
I mean, he had 6 targets, and 3 of them, like the 3 that he didn't catch, were sailed over his head.
Yeah.
Actually, 2 of them, one of them he dropped, but 2 of them was sailed over his head. Like it really is. It's like that. It is like that. It's like, not to hark on people, but like that's it. And then JJ McCarthy lost 3. No, he had 3 fumbles, but he lost one of them. But he fumbled the ball 3 times, dude.
Yeah.
2 of them under center, like in the quarterback center snap exchange. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I just the Vikings are very talented. I just don't know if I trust the quarterback consistently.
I don't.
Like I need to see more out of JJ McCarthy.
Yeah.
But now next week they play the Bengals and it'll be the battle of the backups. Carson Wentz and Jake Browning.
Oh, what a hell.
Yeah, dude.
Next game is an absolute banger, another absolute banger out of the NFL. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the Houston Texans. 2019 was the final score on this one. This game mattered so much to me. That very barely winning fantasy football victory was all due to Mike Evans. I needed him to get me 10 points. And I needed him to give me like 7 point something, and he got me like 8. So hell yeah. Thank you, Mike Evans. And he didn't get it until the second to last play of the game, which was making me mad. Baker
is a dog.
All right, Baker's a dog. Baker almost lost this game a couple times.
Yeah.
Bad throws, dude. Bad throws. He was in the very end of the fourth quarter. Obviously, he put it together, got the last drive, got the win. He did that.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
The third and the fourth quarter leading up to him getting there were so bad. I mean, you see this Mike Evans, 5 catches, but 11 targets.
Yeah.
I felt like he was fucking forcing stupid throws to everyone. Dude, Emeka Ibuka, you see he's 7 targets, only 4 catches. Like his stars, which is, look, I get it. If you're going to try to feed it to anybody, try to feed it to your stars. I get it. But like a combined 9 missed throws, and none of them were really drops. All right. Like none of them were really drops. They were him throwing it into double coverage with Mike Evans, him overthrowing Emeka Ibuka a couple times, and all of it just felt like moments where it was like, all right, man, you have a chance to ice the game. Why are you throwing that?
But that's what Baker does, though. Like, it's true. Baker's always going to be Baker is going to make the plays, but he's also going to do some really dumb things, which is why he's going to have a high number of interceptions every year. Yeah. He's going to force the ball to his playmakers. True. Because that's what Baker does. That's what he's always done. He is a gunslinger, and which is why it's so much fun to watch him. But then he makes you go, oh, fuck.
God damn it, Baker.
Yeah. I mean, look, man, he finds ways to win. And it's obvious that Tampa Bay Buccaneers team, they love him and they rally around him.
They love each other. You can tell,
Yeah.
dude. They're happy when anyone scores, dude.
Mhm.
Like Mike Evans, if he scores, like anyone, dude. Bucky, Rashad White, Sterling Shepard, Emeka Ibuka, it doesn't matter. They all
No.
they seem like a good team. And that's why, we picked them as our favorite to be NFC South champions. And I feel like that's why, dude.
Yeah.
Like that team, they got chemistry. They got unity. They're 2-0.
They got chemistry.
It's all chemistry.
It's all chemistry. Yeah, but no. And then on the flip side, man, the Texans, whenever you go 2 of 9 on third down and give up, fucking 3 sacks with,
Dude,
with
the
3
2 of 9 is
sacks
your target.
and 6 quarterback hits, like their offensive line is not good. CJ Stroud is still a really good quarterback, but it's just like
he's trying, dude.
They traded their best offensive lineman in Laramie Tunsil, and they didn't do anything to address it.
Nope.
And now you're 0-2. And, I do I trust the Colts to maintain this winning streak and to be like a consistently good team? No, I don't, because it's Daniel Jones. But the Texans have dug themselves a hole because the Colts are now 2-0.
Yeah.
And the Texans are 0-2.
Yep.
So, and look, the other thing is the Bucs, they're now 2-0 on the road. And, they haven't played a home game yet.
Raymond James hasn't popped off yet, and that's scary.
No, that is pretty scary. But I mean, look, man, 3 catches for 52 yards and a touchdown for Nico Collins, but 9 targets. You talk about.
I'll say that one for them, the 9 targets for CJ. I feel like a lot of those are kind of bullshit because it's him throwing the ball away. Like literally him like getting the ball out before he gets hit. And it just is in Nico Collins' direction.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there's a lot of them that were that. But listen, dude, CJ Stroud is trying. He's got such a lame duck offensive line right now. They really aren't. I mean, they ran the ball for 19 times, only got 84 yards. Like it's just they're trying. They're trying. Their offensive line needs to be better. If their offensive line doesn't step it up, if it doesn't gel, if it doesn't get better, they're going to be stuck in mediocrity.
Yeah, and I mean, they were in both of these games. They lost to the Rams last week, in a 1-score game. This is a 1-point game.
Literally.
And it's just Baker Mayfield, this is the second game-winning drive he's had, in 2 weeks. So give credit to the Bucs, man, but I'm a little bit worried about the Texans.
He needs
2 of 9 on third down is bad.
Dude, 2 of 9 on third down is terrible.
Yeah, it's and that's because of the offensive line. If you don't protect your franchise quarterback, bad things are going to happen. You're going to have a bad time.
You're going to have a bad time. All right. Speaking of having a bad time, we're going to go to Las Vegas. Chargers versus the Raiders. Oh my God, look at that. They have no stats. Nobody played in this game. This geeked me out, dude. The no stats kills me.
Yeah, dude, the no stats.
20-9 for the Chargers. This game, I feel like, all right.
Geno Smith gave this game away.
Yeah. 3 interceptions out of Geno. That's bad. That's bad.
0 touchdowns, 180 passing yards.
And then on defense, Max Crosby is out there alone.
He is.
And in the best way, not in the bad way. He's out there alone in the way that he's like, causing a fumble in the running back and then picking it up himself. And then his offense is only giving him a field goal from it. It's like you feel bad for a dude in a position like that. And on the flip side, dude, the Chargers, just consistent winning football. It's not the prettiest. It's not the most explosive, but you're damn right if you can't stop it.
I mean, it is Harbaugh. It is what Jim Harbaugh wants. He's going to run the ball and he's going to play action your ass with Justin Herbert. And then if you cover everything, Justin Herbert is going to scramble and potentially pick up first downs because he's very athletic. And he's not turning the ball over.
Yeah. No, that's just true, man. Like they've got it, dude. They've got the system. You have to stop the run.
Mm-hmm.
And if you stop the run, you've left yourself open for the pass. But if you just so happen to stop the run and keep the pass in check, then, like you said, dude, mobile, agile, hostile quarterback is going to find his way for a first down. He's going to slide because he's a smart quarterback. God damn it.
Yeah.
It is. That's my favorite thing about watching Herbert is Herbert doesn't want to take those shots. You can tell. So he'll get the first down. Like he's going to get the first down. And he's going to do like a spin move or something or a slide to make sure he doesn't take a big shot.
Yeah.
Which is great. That's exactly what you want out of your quarterback, dude. If you're in the NFL, you got a quarterback like that. That's what you want him to do, dude. Keep yourself safe. That's really good, dude.
If you listen to Jim Harbaugh, he always talks about how the thing we need to do first and foremost is protect Justin Herbert at all costs. Which isn't that a novel concept? Protecting your franchise quarterback.
I mean,
not letting him get 3 season-ending injuries in 6 years of NFL.
It sounds like
play.
it's the common theme out there in the Midwest.
Yeah, dude.
Out there in the Rust Belt.
Mm-hmm.
old Joe Burrow. But yeah, dude. I mean, listen, the Chargers, 20-9. There's really not much. This game, it was a very bland game. It was just consistent football, dude. It's consistent really
football. Just
Keenan
don't turn
Allen
the ball
caught a touchdown. Quentin Johnson caught a 60-yarder from Herbert,
which was a dot, by the way. Justin Herbert threw that on a rope, hit him right in the hands.
Yeah.
Typically, Quentin Johnson drops those, but he's not dropping them now, so that's
caught
good.
That one. That's all that matters. Caught that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude. That was this looked great. I mean, as the last game goes, 10 p.m. Monday kickoff, insane. I don't know how many people actually watched that game. I'd love to know the stat on that.
Yeah.
But
apparently ESPN did because they have no stats.
Yeah, no one watched that game. No one was ready to put the stats up for that. That intern's fired this morning. That intern fell asleep at their computer. They're still asleep right now. They actually have yet to wake up.
Yep.
All right, man. Well, this was a great episode, everybody. We thank you for tuning in. Please drop a like on this stream. Go back, watch it, throw a comment somewhere in there. I'd appreciate that. Most importantly, hit a subscribe. Keep coming back. We got Friday, 7:30, the live stream, prediction live stream. We have the Sunday, 11:30 a.m., not an NFL pre-show. And, of course, this Tuesday, 2 p.m. NFL wrap-up. We're going to be doing them all the time. Tune in. But for now, we got to get out of here. Clean up. Peace. Wait for